Shalom, Israel. This is universal. This is a universal school of Salah. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And today is Sabbath service. Today is the Sabbath day. Today is the Lord's Day. Here in America or here all across the world, it teaches that the Lord's Day is the first day of the week, which is Sunday. The Lord says the seventh day of the week is his day. And just like we do every other Sabbath, we're going to go into the scriptures, okay? And we're going to show you all why the Sabbath is so important, okay? All right. Find it. And call it first priest.
The dog, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahshab Rakatah.
La Yashala.
Yahshab. All right, we're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Now,
Abanaw,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Wadash,
Wadash,
I.S.U.P.K,
I.S.U.P.K,
Yahweh,
BLACKWATCH,
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Batazaka,
Batazaka,
I.S.U.P.K,
I.S.U.P.K,
Ba'aratza,
Kawah,
I.S.U.P.K, Bashemayim,
the thunder now,
Lacham,
Come,
Yawam,
Waslak now,
Kawat now,
Kasalak now,
Kawat now,
Kabwath now,
Wala'ah,
Tabi'anawa,
Banasayawan,
Banasayawan,
Abal,
Awashai now, Mayan,
Rai, Kaya,
Laka,
Amalakwa,
Amalakwa,
Wahala,
Wahala,
Wahata
Wahata,
La'awalamim, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debtors. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
Babakasha.
Nathan Lanao.
Akat.
La Rapa'ah.
Call Machala.
Makala.
Call Marawa.
Madawa.
Akat.
Latahar.
Amatzarayim.
Amatzarayim.
Akat.
Lahakwayam.
Amathiyam.
Akat.
Al-Rakawah. Atama Allah. The Garashan. Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
Ba'ashem Yahawashi.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K Yahweh Shai.
I.S.U.P.K Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
YAHANNA.
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 Barak.
Barak. I.S.U.P.K Yahweh Shai.
I.S.U.P.K Yahweh Shai.
The water.
Aman. In the English. Lord, in the name of Jesus, Yahweh Shai.
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us and Israel.
Bless us and Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Aharim.
Al-Yaharim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izaria.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Asha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratza.
Wa'aratza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Amawat.
Amawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Ayad.
Ayad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
Ayakanka.
Ayakanka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Walayala.
Walayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makalrai.
Makalrai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
After Pascha.
After Pascha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar Taza after.
Yashamar Taza'atka.
Wabawa Aka.
Wabawa Aka.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aita.
Wa'aid Awalam.
Wa'aid Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thy from evil, from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God. Salah Hebrew. Oh, Salah, go ahead, Salah.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All Damayalaka.
All Damlaka.
All Thakarash.
All Takarash.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Tashakwat.
Dashakwat.
All.
All.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ana.
Ana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Sha'awa.
Sha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Wa'ash.
Al-Amika.
Al-Amyaka.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Sawad.
Swad.
Wayata Ya'ai Tazawab.
Wa'yata Tazarat.
All Tazapawanyaka.
All Tazapawanyaka.
Amarawa.
Amarawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakak Yadam.
Wanakakidam.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Awad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai Tazawab.
Nawa'ai Tazawat.
La.
La.
Yakharwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Al-Yakad.
Baryaf.
Wariyah.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarakwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai Aliyam.
Wayashama Aliyam.
Awa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalat.
Alashab.
Alashad.
Amyashabia,
Abiyashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Nalawat,
Nalawat,
Imam,
Amam,
Iowa,
Iowa,
Zarawat,
Zarawai,
Labanya,
Labunya,
Lawat,
the Wat,
Salah,
Salah,
Shalaham,
Ishalam,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasyasa Ra'ab,
Kayasa Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakar,
Banakar,
Koyashawan,
Kwayashawan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayan Da'ara,
Ba'aya Da'ara,
Iowa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Aramah,
La'aramah,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadiamua,
Nadiyamwa,
Ka'ira,
Kara,
Wakaza Abba,
Waka Zaba,
Wakaza Ba,
Wakazaba,
Wakaza Manai,
Wakatazamanai,
Call Nasia Kamwa,
Call Nasiakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarashwa,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Ah,
Ah,
Nawa,
Nawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayathamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagadala,
Kagogula,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rukwa,
Waka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabaira,
Tabaira,
Yaira,
Yaira,
Wakala Haba,
Wakala Haba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Hariam,
Hariam,
Khan,
Khan,
Taradapa,
Dauratma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Irika,
Babasa Wapaska,
Wabasa Wapatka,
Sabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'ah,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Palawan,
Palawan,
Yabakwashwa,
Wayabakashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Yabahawa,
Wayabaho,
Ayai,
Ijai,
Wayakapar,
Wayakapar,
Wayabakwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labatka,
Labatka,
Ayawan,
Al-Yawan,
Al Kaharatza,
Alcohol Ratazah. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Salaki in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
Lo,
thine enemies have made a tumult,
thy enemies have made a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said, Come,
They have said, Come,
let us cut them off from being a nation,
let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
that the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the
and the
Hagarim,
Hagarim,
Gabal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
and the brook of Kasam,
at the brook of Kaisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zay.
and like Zayed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all their princes as Zabah,
and as Zalmun,
and as Almuna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the house of God in possession.
the house of God in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burnt a wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy
and
storm.
make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea, let them be put to shame and perish,
Yea, let them be put to shame and buried,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou, whose name alone
that thou, whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
are the most high over all the earth.
are the most high over all the earth.
Shabbat.
I could, sir. And those prayers hit, as you already know, if you watch us all every Saturday, those prayers hit all the time, every time, even harder than the last time, damn near. But if I could, you know what I'm saying, they hit most, especially now, because I don't know if brothers and sisters are realizing what's going on with this ICE. You know what I'm saying? We just prayed. We prayed for many different things. We prayed for our daily bread. We prayed for, you know what I'm saying, the power that we have as priests and prophets to rescue our people. We prayed for the safety and the safety and you know, security of our school. But we also prayed for the downfall of our enemy who tried to overthrow us back then. That's what King David wrote that prayer. And he prayed for his enemies to be spiteful because his enemies were trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Unalive us, but they were trying to do away with Israel. They were trying to do away with our nation. They were exactly wipe us completely from history. Exterminators. So that's why we had to pray to our power to smite our enemies. And it all started with oppression back then, and we're still in oppression now. So what's going on in the news and with this ICE? You know what I'm saying? It started off with ICE just attacking the Isupk brothers and sisters, so-called Mexicans. And now, you know what I'm saying, they expanded to do what, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump and, you know what I'm saying, this regime of these devils have wanted to do since the start. And that's just pile us all up and do what that Dave was talking about, exterminate. It start, because they have the power to do whatever they want, and it's going that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going from rounding us up without warrants and arresting us with illegal arrests to mass surveillance of social media, and rounding us up continually, putting us before ICE. They were putting us in cases on the border, and after this, you know what I'm saying, they're in control of what everything we buy and eat. You know what I'm saying? We're in the one of all things. So what happens when they just shut the grocery stores down? You know, so we go into a time where it's gonna be a dark day. That's what we gotta face. We used to pray to our Lord to get our enemy out of the way, man. That's all I had, sir.
And just to add on to what the brother is saying, that's why we say this prayer, Psalms 83. This prayer, is telling the children of Israel that all these other nations have gathered together with one consent, that the name of Israel be no more. Is the name of Israel still in existence today? Of course, the name of Israel is still in existence today. But what we know as Israel is the people that are over there occupying the land of Israel, calling themselves Israeli, calling themselves Jewish. The name of Israel in this prayer is saying that they wanted to wipe us out. They have consulted with one consent that the name of Israel be no more, is because Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans do not know that they are Israelites. So to Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, the name of Israel is no more. Right. Because we don't know who we are as a people. That's why the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge is so important, because if we didn't give you this knowledge, if we didn't tell you who you were as a people, if we didn't tell you your law, statutes, and commandments, your custom, your culture, you wouldn't know. We would sit up here still thinking that we're American, still thinking that we're African. Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, like the brother was bringing out, we have enemies. Your enemies are the ones that task their military or their police force with rounding you up, putting you in cages, putting you in what do they call them? The camps. Concentration camps. Putting you in concentration camps. And like Commander General YAHANNA had brought out, because Black people, when they were rounding up the so-called Mexicans, we was like, oh, that's not our fight. That's not our people. We ain't got nothing to do with that. And Commander General YAHANNA told you, this is your fight.
Right.
You do need to stick up for your brothers because black Hispanics, they are the same people. They are the same blood. And he told you because once they finish rounding up them, well, now they're going to go to black people next. And lo and behold, what we just see on the news, ICE just went into Chicago. They were supposed to send the National Guard in there. But then Trump said, you know what, we're not going to send the National Guard. We're going to send them to Baltimore. We're going to send them somewhere else. But Trump had a plan B. Trump said, we're not going to send the National Guard, but what we are going to do, now we're going to send ICE into Chicago, and we're going to start rounding up black people. They use, what's ICE stand for? Immigration, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. I thought black people were supposed to be citizens. Now they were going to round up the so-called Mexicans because they were undocumented. They were here illegally. But now they use that same enforcement agency that they were using, talking about rounding up illegal immigrants, and now they're rounding up so-called black people. So what are they trying to tell you? They don't want you here either. To them, you are an illegal immigrant also. And again, so that's why these prayers, are so important because black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you have to understand that you do have enemies. You need to understand that these other nations, all these nations that the scripture said gathered together with one consent, they want to exterminate you. They want to wipe your history from the face of the earth.
Could not to be long-winded on the subject, but they never wanted us here. They're doing the same thing, pressing us just like they did in Egypt. If you didn't know, here's a spoiler alert. They didn't care about the fact that the Israelite brothers just didn't have their papers. They just didn't like the Israelite brothers and sisters. Because if it was all about legal documents, then why the Asians still all amongst Chinatown? Why the Arabs still driving taxi cabs? Africans too. Because, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor uses them to oppress us. They don't like you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. They want you oppressed, unalived, and done away with. Just like it said, what my brothers is saying. That's why we have to face ease and pray to have them done away with by our power. It's lucky.
What we're going to do, we're going to pick up where we left off last week. We're going to jump. Oh, you got something to say? Okay, Salah. 15. Right? All right, we're going to start in the book of Leviticus, chapter 9. And we're going to
be in 10. We highlighted last week.
Did you finish 15? We'll spread this on there a couple chapters. What we're going to do, we're going to go to chapter 10.
Try A. Yeah. Probably A. It's like I see my.
All right, so we're going to start at Leviticus chapter 10, verse 8. And we're going to start reading it in the Hebrew, and then we'll read it in the English. Now be ready.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 8 in the Hebrew.
You read it. Help.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 8 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Yahweh, Haran, Mar, verse 9. Yayan, that would be Yayan.
Yep. Gun.
Yayan, Washakar, Ayel, Fashath, Atha, Wabana, Wanika, a thigh. Is that a thigh?
Cut.
A thigh?
Cut. Remember when it says something about you, where you at? With you, right?
You.
So Afka, because the pre-suffix meaning your or you. So that says with you. Afka, you gotta say that cut.
Afka.
Yeah. And you'll know it's a clock or something like that if it doesn't say with you or your or something that has to do with me to you. You got it. Sure.
Afka. Come. Oh. Aho. No, I. The I. Matham. That's the one. I will the wrath to come. Not the wrath. Leviticus 10, verse 10. Wa, Aha, Yo, Bayan, Ha, Wadash, Bayan, Ha, Bayan, Ha, Tama, Bayan, Ha, Tahawu. Verse 11. Allah, Hawa, Wrath, Ath, Bayan, Yashab, Ath, Call, Ha,
Quiet. Quiet.
Ha, Ashar, Bar, Yahweh, Aham, Bayad, Mashah, verse 12, Bayad the Bar, Mashah, Al, Aharan, Baal, Ah, Allah, Isaac, Baal, Ah, Ayasmar, Bani, Ha, Nawab, for right, for right,
What are you?
Ha, number 4, how do you say it?
What? What?
Wa, As, Ha, Ha, Hamana,
Ha.
Hamanka, Ha, Hanawa,
Perfect.
Wa, Asha,
Ashes.
Ashi, Yahweh, Wa, Call, Wa, Ma, Tizawaf, Ah, Kaya, Kodash, Kodashi, Ha, Ha, verse 13. Wa, Ka,
Kalaf. Kalaf.
Kalaf, Atha, Kodash, Kaya,
Hakwa. Hakwa.
Ha,
Hakwa. Hak.
Ha,
Hak. You got it.
Ha,
Wa. Wa.
Bani, Hawa'a, Ashi,
Ma'ash.
Ma'ash, Ma'ashi, Yahweh, Yah, Khan, Tassel, 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 Yafi. Verse 14. Wa'af, Chutha, Hafana, 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 Wa'af. That's the word. Hafana,
Perfect.
Wa'af, Shawak,
Shwak.
Hafa, 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 Hafa,
Hafrawama.
Hafa, Wama, Hafa, Wama, call,
Ma'ak. Wam. Ma'ak. Wam.
Tahu, Afra, Bani, 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 Afra, Kaya, Akwa,
The U.S. sir. It's like Hakwaka. Hakwaka. You're gonna have to get used to saying Hakwa. Hakwa is gonna come up times. Hakwa. Hakwa.
I said, all right.
Ka. Can't don't say ka because it's already ka with a K. You gotta say ka. It's like the kind. Hakwa. Hakwa and then a ka at the end. Hakwa ka.
Bani, San, Katana, Masapa, Shalanya, Wanya, Yasha, verse 15,
Shabbat. I.S.U.P.K. You said it as if the qua was before the cha. It's la qua. Or la cha. You could pronounce the qua real quick. La qua. La ka. La qua. Just say la qua.
Verse 16.
Yeah, you said same word.
Verse 17.
18 too.
Verse 18. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 8 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Aaron, saying, verse 9, do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee. When ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations.
If I may, so when we were picking up from last week where, we was talking about how important it is to do exactly what the Lord say, not how you want to do it. Follow the Lord instructions to a T. Because last week we read when the Lord gave instructions and they didn't follow it to a T, well, the Lord unalived them. So right now we're just getting back into Moses giving out the laws and instructions that the Most High gave to the children of Israel.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 10. And that ye may put difference between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean.
Just to kind of touch on that, a lot of people, look at us crazy when we say, oh, we don't eat pork, or, we don't eat certain seafoods and things like that. They think it's because of, I don't know what they think. But what we're reading in here is that, like, the Lord put a difference between what's clean and what's unclean. We eat what the Lord tells us is clean. We don't eat what the Lord tells us is not clean. And as Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, we should understand that the Lord gave us instructions. The Lord told us rules, regulations to follow. He didn't give it to everybody else. So now when we eating all these other foods that these other nations are eating, that they say that it's okay to eat, well, the Lord told us these things were unclean. They're not okay to eat. And so when we do those things and we go against the Lord, that's why we're number one in gout, number one in high blood pressure, number one in all these diseases that come from eating these unclean foods. Not even only unclean foods, just, it's other things that the Lord tells us is clean and what's not clean. The way, that we take care of ourselves as far as that as well. So it's not about doing, what everybody else is doing. It's about doing what the Most High God told us to do. And the Lord is saying that he put a difference between the holy and the unholy, the clean and the unclean. And so the Lord wants us to do, what he tells us to do. And that's why the children of Israel, we're a holy people. That's why we're set apart from the other nations, because, we separate, the clean from the unclean, the holy from the unholy, because that's what the Lord told us to do. Salah.
Leviticus chapter 10, verse 11. And that ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord had spoken unto them by the hand of Moses. Verse 12. And Moses spake unto Aaron and unto Eleazar and unto Ithamar, his sons that were left, take the meat offering that remaineth of the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and eat it without leaven inside the altar, for it is most holy. Verse 13, and ye shall eat it in the holy place, because it is thy due, and thy sons' due, of the sacrifices of the Lord made by fire, for so I am commanded. Verse 14, wave breast and heave shoulder shall ye eat in the clean place, thou and thy sons and thy daughters with thee, for they be thy due.
Good, sir. Just to let everybody know where we are, in case you're just now joining us, we have the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 14,
14.
and verse 14. So we're talking a little bit about what Moses was instructed to tell the children of Israel and the priests of Israel how to operate in the tabernacle. That's all.
For they be thy due, and thy sons' due, which are given out of the sacrifices of peace offerings of the children of Israel. Verse 15, the heave shoulder and the wave breast shall they bring with offerings made by fire of the fat, to wave it for a wave offering before the Lord. And it shall be thine and thy sons with thee by a statute forever, as the Lord hath commanded. Verse 16, and Moses diligently sought the goat of the sin offering, and behold, it was burnt, and he was angry with Eleazar and Ithamar, the sons of Aaron, which were left alive, saying, wherefore have ye not eaten the sin offering in the holy place, seeing it is most holy, and God hath given it you to bear the iniquity of the congregation, to make atonement for them before the Lord.
Good. I heard you say earlier, sir, that you were talking about how it's important to follow directions the way they were given. Don't deviate from the directions. It is real important because deviating just a little bit can make a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, the nation of Israel, we represent the Most High God of heaven and earth. So we represent Him. We got to do what He says in order to represent Him properly. And if we do it to our own understanding, then we might not even know that we worshiping a whole other God. So what do they say in the Christian church and in the world? We celebrate Christmas just for the kids. It ain't no harm. We just opening some presents and taking the day off, the day home from work, eating some good food with my family, and give my kids some presents. Not knowing when you worshiping a whole Babylonian God. You know what I'm saying? It may seem harmless, but just don't deviate from the instructions. What the brothers are reading now is how one of the priests deviated from the instructions of you're supposed to eat the meat from the sin offering. If the sin offering if the blood from the sin offering was brought in, then you eat. Well, it's like let me not make it read it wrong. Yeah, if the blood was brought in, then you eat that meat inside the temple. But if it wasn't brought in, then you burn the meat. And then the brothers burned the meat. Moses was getting on them. Sometimes brotherhood is shown. You know what I'm saying? Christ, he separated the spirit of the law from the letter of the law. He knew how to show brotherhood where it was due. But sometimes not that lucky. Sometimes it might cost your life, like that brother, like those two brothers that were burned up earlier. That's all I had, sir.
And then, in this, in 17, when we read, The brother, he just chose not to do what, what the Lord instructed. Moses said, why you ain't eat the sin offering, for the congregation? He was supposed to do that, to eat that sin offering to make an atonement for the whole congregation. And he didn't eat that sin offering. So Moses was like, why didn't you do it? It's just like, listen, we talk about not deviating and doing exactly what the Lord says for you to do. It's like if you're writing a math formula or something like that. You want to switch a number in there, well, that formula don't work no more. It's the same thing with the Lord. When you start trying to implement what you want to do versus what the Lord told you to do, well, it don't work no more. And like the brother was saying, if you start deviating, well, you think that you're serving the Lord, and now you serving a whole nother God. Look at that and how we operate here in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge to how Christians operate. They think they're serving the Most High God, but they still eating pork. They still, talking about, the laws is done away with. They want to deviate from what the Lord said to do. Easter. And now they're in there, it's like,
my bad. What's Easter?
He's celebrating all these holidays instead of celebrating the Lord's holy days. They're doing what they want to do, deviating, and now they think that they're still serving the Most High God, and they're over here serving Caesar Borgia. They over here serving a whole nother God that is not real, because they are not getting the instructions that the Lord gave them. They're getting the instructions of men and not the Lord. And so that's why it's so important, like bringing out, like Moses bringing it, you got to do what the Lord tell you to do, man. Lord told you to do it this way, this is how you do it. Slide,
You got one more. All right, my bad. 18. Yeah, slide, you got it. Yeah,
Leviticus chapter 10, verse 18. Behold, the blood of it was not brought in within the holy place. Ye should indeed have eaten it in the holy place, as I command. Now we go back to the y'all had anything? Okay. Leviticus chapter 10, verse 19 in the Hebrew. Wayadawar, Aharon, Al, Masha, Han, Yaman, Ha, War, Ha, War, Hakoya,
Aqua, Aqua,
Hakorami,
perfect.
Hakorami,
Aqua Rayab, Aqua Rayab,
Hakorayam,
Yahweh,
Yahweh, As, Chasam, Ta, Atham, Wa, Wa'af, I, Atham, Hanya, Yaham, Wa, Afia, Ka, Abba,
Wa Hakalafi,
Kalafi, Hata, Af,
Khata, Khata,
Khata, Hayamu, Ha, Ya, Yatam, I, Yanya,
perfect.
Yaham, verse 20. Wayasha, Wa, Ya, Shemai, Masha, Wa, Ya, time. Y-A-H-A-N-N-A. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1 to 8. Verse 8.
Now you're going to go to 8.
Okay. It says the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. Waya Nabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Baal, Al-Haran, Al-Amar, Al-Dahan. Verse 2. Nabar, Al-Manya, Yashar, Al-Amar, Sa'az, Al-Khayyam, earth, Ashar, Sa'ad,
Call me. Teach. So, call.
Fa'akal, Makal, Bahama. That's it, Amber?
Bahama. Bahama.
Bahama, Ashar, Isle, Maratha. Verse 3. Call, Asaf, Asaf, Ashar, Saif. I say it right?
My bad. Get it. Yeah. What's the ice?
Saif. Asaf. Ma'ai, Afa. Quran. Afa. A call. Verse 4.
That's Ak.
Yes.
You're right. It is a cut. You know, and I talk about you. You know, Ak is brother, so you gotta say the cut. No sweat. It's like maybe my island. Good job. It's water for a second.
Excellent job.
Verse 5. Safan, Kaya, That's it.
YAHANNA.
Ya or Yas. Ta ta ha ha. Okay. Verse 6. Ba'ath. Ha ha ra. Ba'ath. Kaya. La'ath. Ra. Ha ha. Ha. Asa. Ba'a. Ha. Yes, sir. Tama, 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 tama. Hawa'a. Come. Verse 7. Wa'ath. Ha. Cause. Ha. Sayah. Kaya. Ha. Yaps. Ha. Rasa. Ha. Wa'a. Wasa. See it. And have it. Side.
First, the 8,
11, 7.
the hooves.
No, and have
And have it.
Shasar.
Oh, and have, yeah, you got it. Side. You said
Wash
it right.
aside.
Yep.
Wash aside. Shaside. Oh, brown. Oh, Rasha. Waha. 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 Ba'a. Yabar. Tama.
Tamaha.
Tama'a. Hama'a. Come. Verse 8. Mabah. Mabashu. Mabashu. Ba'a. Tha. Akal. Mabah. 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 Tha. Ba'a. Fakal. Ad. Tama. Ayam. Come. Come.
Get me to brush your eyes for a little bit.
Not to.
I'm about the English. Hebrew, you got it.
Nah.
Sure. I'm saying, great.
19.
Yeah,
10
19.
to 19. 10 to 19. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 19. And Aaron said unto Moses, Behold, this is the day that behold, this day have they offered their sin offering and their burnt offering before the Lord. And such things have befallen me. And if I had eaten the sin offering today, should it have been accepted in the sight of the Lord? Verse 20. And Moses heard that he was content.
Very much good. Just said Moses showed brotherhood. Moses was one of the people before Christ that knew the spirit of brotherhood. Not spirit of brotherhood, but the spirit of the law, the letter of the law. That's why he was able to show brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Aaron said, man, I messed up, man. But the Lord still accepted it, did he not? And then Moses was like, okay, no sweat. Sometimes Moses had to jab off. You know what I'm saying? Like when they put that golden calf that we read earlier. So he had to go have the Levites to get their swords and start unliving people. sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the spirit of the law, it's a simple misunderstanding. You know, the priest was trying to keep the law, so I'm gonna let it slide. Now we about to get into chapter 11. They don't read this in the Christian church. They don't. What we about to get into, they stay away from this chapter in the Christian church. We just read it in the Hebrew, and you about to read it in English. Go ahead, ready. Yeah, go ahead.
Christians, the only time Christians go to the Old Testament is if they're talking about the
Yeah.
The rest of the Old Testament is pretty much irrelevant. So
That's what God was angry. We don't like it when God was angry. Most High in Christ, but I.S.U.P.K, bringing out the truth. We about to get into. We about to have a lot to say.
Okay, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
And if I may, real quick, notice that it says that the Lord spake to Moses and Aaron, saying to the children of Israel, not the children of everybody. So when you got these other nations, eating rats, cats, bats, and dogs, let them eat whatever the hell they want to eat. They can eat whatever the hell they want to eat. But as for Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, the Lord specifically told you what you can eat and what you can't eat. And that goes back to us following what the Lord tells us to do, not what the world says is okay for us to do. Because the world, their whole mission is to keep you from doing what the hell you're supposed to do.
Right.
If they can keep you from doing what you're supposed to do, they know that they can keep your God angry with you. And now when you start to find out what you're supposed to do, well, they know that, that's when your God will start being with you again. And when our God is with us, then who could be against us?
If I could, Brother Sam, he's dropping it heavy because it's like we were saying earlier, as Black, Spanish, Native Americans, true children of Israel, we represent the Most High God of heaven and earth. So, you know what I'm saying, when he tells us that, it's like him telling us that what we can and can't eat, not caring about what the other nations can and can't eat, not caring about what they eat. It's like when that mother, no, I'm gonna say father. It's like when that father told that kid before he went to school, you know what I'm saying, don't be messing around after class, you know what I'm saying, get on the bus, come straight home. You know what I'm saying? He cares about what his son does because his son represents his household. If that son don't get on the bus and go straight home after school, you know what I'm saying, that son stays around, shoots dice, and smokes drugs and sells drugs and stuff, then the father's gonna have a problem. He representing the household bad. He representing the father bad. You know what I'm saying? The father's not gonna have his back when he needs some new shoes, or he wants to eat Whataburger, or he wants a video game at the house. The father not gonna have his back like he normally does. But when he coming straight home after school, the father's gonna get him what he wants. The father's gonna take care of him. He's gonna have his back. Same with the nation of Israel and these laws, statutes, commandments, man. If we eat with the Most High God don't care about what the Moabites eat. The Moabites aren't the children of God. He don't care that they eat, monkey and rat. But when we start eating monkey and rat, that's the problem. It's like,
The thing about it is the Lord wants to reward his children. The Lord wants to reward the children of Israel. But also, just like any good father, if we are disobedient, then what kind of father would he be if he did not punish us? If we were not chastised? Like we brought out last week, what did they say? The Lord chasteneth who he loves. And so that's important because, like I said, if we wasn't chastised, if we wasn't punished for the things that we do, well then, now we got another problem, Our Father don't love us, So that's why, it's a great thing to be punished by the Most High God.
that's right.
Because you know that the Lord loves you. But instead of getting punished by the Most High God, why we just don't do what the hell that we're supposed to do so we can get rewarded?
Right.
Wow.
I ain't crazy.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye.
Really quick. It's really important to pay attention to these next few verses that we're about to read, because when we talk about what we can eat, what we can't eat, well, the Lord is telling you exactly what you can eat. He's describing the type of animals that you can eat. So you don't have to be worried about, oh, is this law or is that law? Where do I find this? Right here in Leviticus chapter 11, the Lord is telling you how to identify what is clean for you to eat. So,
Good.
come.
And I heard a long time ago, probably about 3 years ago, you know what I'm saying, when I was a trooper, and I was telling brother I was working at the slave, and a brother had brought some catfish and fries. He was about to share it with me. And I was like, nah, man, I don't just eat any type of fish. He was like, why? I was like, because that fish the Lord don't want you to eat. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I was like, it says it in the Bible, in the Old Testament. And the brother was like, man, back then they didn't know what was what. They didn't know the fish between the fish. Well, let's say they didn't have a microscope, and they didn't have, you know what I'm saying, all this technology that we have today. But the Most High made it plain and simple what not to eat out of everything He created. So you don't have to be a genius, even though we were geniuses back then. I'm not gonna step across that like that. We. Now I heard that we were more technologically advanced back then than we are now. We knew how to conduct energy through copper, but stones and whatnot. But that's another story. The fact that the Most High made it plain and simple, cloven footed, the parted of the hood, cheweth the cud. These are the beasts that you can eat. And the other beasts that's not, you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's plain and simple. In farmers' terminology. You know what I'm saying? You can't, there's no excuse around this. Aki and Akwati, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That one excuse is just you being carnal. You wanting to eat things that you want to eat. Like the priest said earlier, you can't deviate from what the Most High told you to do. It causes a big stir up in the midst of things. That's all I ask. Like,
Book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean to you. Verse 5. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof.
I could break that down. Sure. So he said the camel cheweth the cud, but he divideth not the hoof. He don't have those hooves that split like a cow. You know, he don't have that hoof like a cow. But he eat grass. He got an extra stomach to digest his hay and his grass. But his flesh is not lawful because of the way his feet are. You know what I'm saying? Who knows the science is behind it? Why that meat is not good for us to eat? But the Most High said it's not. The coney is a little rabbit. Because the rabbit has that extra stomach too, right? It eats grass, that digests grass with his extra stomach, chew up the cud. But the rabbit has that foot like a cat, a little cat foot. So these are beasts that we can't eat. We can't eat rabbits. They sell rabbits at the store. We can't eat rabbit. They sell pig at the store too. We can't eat pig. It's not because this stuff don't taste good, or it could be that it gives us cancer. We know pig is very bad for you, but so we gotta read on. I'm gonna give us a spoiler before we get there. You know what I'm saying? Duck. Duck is unlawful for us to eat. Well, I'm gonna get there when we get this slide. Go ahead.
I'm gonna read verse 5 again. And the coonie, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. Verse 6. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. Verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
So he said he meets one part of the criteria, but the other part of the criteria he doesn't meet. So because you don't meet both of those criteria, it's unclean to you. Read.
Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
So for Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, if it's unclean to you, that means it is not food for you.
We're going back to the Hebrews.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 9 in the Hebrew.
Go ahead, back.
A sharp, bayam, call, a sharp, Sanda, bayam, shakwa, shak, bayam, 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 weather of the seas. Bayam, 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 waba, nafal, yum, afam, akal. Verse 10. Call, ashore, ayan, wa, sa, sana, payar, wa, shakwa, shaf, bayam, yam, waba, ka, yam, akal, sharatasa, that's sharatasa. That move, yep, sharatasa, amayam, wa, akal, nafash, ha, khaya, ashar, mayam, ma, makwatsa, akam. Verse 11. Washa, kwatsa, ya, wa, akam, waba, shori, ta'a, ta'akam, wa'ath, na, thumb, fa, shakwa, tasa. Verse 12. Call, Ashar, Ayan, Awa, Sana, Payar, Wa, Shapwa, Shaf, Ba, Maya, Sha, Shakwat, Sa, Ha, Wa, Come. Verse 13. Wa'af, Allah, Tha, Shakwa, Tzam, Man, Tha, Awa, Ba'a, Ya'a, Ya'a, Ya'akam, Shakwatsa, Ham, Af, Na, Ha, Nashar, Wa'af, Ha, Versa, Wa'af, Ha, Isa, Isa, Na, Isa, Na, Isa, Na, Hazanaha, the water. Verse 14. Wa'af, Da'a, Wa'af, Aya, Ama, Ya. Verse 15. I've called, I Ra, Ama, Yanan, Ya, Ama, Yanan, Da, Da, Yanan.
Verse 15.
Ka, La, Yanan. Verse 16. Wa'af, Wa'af, Ha, Ya, Ya, Aina, Wa'af, Ha, Fakar, Bas, Wa'af, Ha, Fakar, Wa'af, Ha, Nasa, Ha, Maya, Ha. Verse 17. Wa'af, Ha, Was.
Kamsa,
17.
Kamsa, Kamsa.
That's a high kawasa. Just kawa, kawas,
What's Kamsa?
was. When you can group a word, you can group letters together without the three letters together. You do it every time you can do it, except for when it ends in I.
Kamsa, Wa'af, Ha, Shma, Wa'af, Ha, Na, Shema. Verse 18.
Stop here, right there. This is the last one.
I'll stop there.
Read
I'll stop there.
15. You didn't stop the 8.
I'm sorry.
This is your last one.
Leviticus 11, verse 18. It says the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not touch. They are unclean. Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the water. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. Verse 10. All that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, that's why we don't do what Americans say and follow after these so-called delicacies. Shrimp, lobster, crabs,
Oysters.
oysters, all of that, because the Lord said if it ain't got scales and fins, out of everything that move in the water, if it don't have scales and fins, it's unclean to you. And you can just go and do your homework and Google on some of these, shrimp, crab, lobster, all these, and see why they're unclean. But the Lord is telling you these are the foods that are unclean to you. So no, we don't eat shrimp. Why? Because the Lord said it's unclean. We don't eat lobster. Why? Because the Lord said it's unclean. We don't eat catfish. Why? Because the Lord said, out of all the things that are moving in the sea, if it don't have scales and fins, it's unclean to you. You understand?
Easy to, if I could, easy to distinguish what's clean and what's not clean.
Right.
All you gotta do is pick it up. If it has fins and scales, then you can eat it. But if it's in a little shell, what's a clam? In a clam shell, you can't eat it. If it's an eel, you can't eat it. If it looks like coral reef, you can't eat it. It's very easy to distinguish the two. And it's not, if as long as you following the law of the Most High in Christ, if you keeping the law and saying, "Oh, those bottom feeders are bad for me," they give me what's it called, the high blood pressure, yeah, but what's that disease called? It's like a iodine or something like that. Mercury poison. All those bottom feeders will give you mercury poison. No sweat. If that's what makes you feel better. But the bottom line is the Most High said not to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like the shrimp may be healthy for you. Who knows? But the Most High said don't eat it if it don't got fins and skin.
Listen, no, the shrimp ain't healthy for you because what they always say when you shrimp, you gotta what? Devein it. Why?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And this is the thing that's heavy. We all grew up hearing you are what you eat. You understand?
Right.
And when you see what these other, animals eat, it's disgusting that you would put that in your body. You see the type of things that they eat, and then you turn around and want to eat these things, but you say, oh, well, they cleaned it, or it's clean. Well, obviously it's not clean because the Lord say it's unclean to you.
Right.
He didn't say it's unclean, but if you clean it, then it becomes clean. And so that's what's important too. We have to understand, these things like you are what you eat. You are what you put in your body. And the Lord is telling you these things are unclean. And like I said, if you go searching and figure out why they're unclean, you can be like, oh man, that's, it's not good.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you.
The Lord said it should be an abomination unto you. An abomination. But we let our oppressors tell us it's a delicacy. We let our oppressors tell us, oh, it's okay for you to eat that. Oh, you know what? We're going to have a shrimp or a crab boil. Just put some seasoning on it now, all of a sudden it tastes good. You wouldn't put no seasoning on a cockroach and eat that, would you? And just because you season it, all of a sudden it tastes good, now it's okay to eat. Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, if you want to know what's good for you, what's clean for you, what you can eat, what you can't eat, book of Leviticus, chapter 11, is going to break it down to Slack.
If I could, one last thing to go on top of what you're saying, sir. This is the Google Dictionary definition of abomination. Now, a thing that causes disgust or hatred. Read that part of what you just read, abomination.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you.
They should be disgusting to you, like this priest is bringing out. They eat carrion, which is dead bodies. They eat doo-doo, which is feces. They eat garbage. They waste disposal. What you are, what you eat. You should be disgusted with these things. Don't put no seasoning on it. I thought what he read was, it shall be an abomination unto the Lord. When he says that part, I'm gonna pull this definition again.
It's an abomination to us because it is an abomination to the Lord. It's disgusting. It should be disgusting. As much as it's disgusting unto the Lord, it should be just as disgusting unto us.
That's right.
Where
Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Verse 12. Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 13. And these are they which ye shall have in abomination among the fowls.
Fowls are birds. So we got the beasts, you know what I'm saying, the cows, the cattle, you know what I'm saying, the things that we can't eat, the pigs, the land walking animals. Then we got the sea creatures, everything that's in the water, and now we're doing the things with wings, the fowls, the birds that fly. Go ahead.
They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle and the ossifrage. The ossifrage and the osprey.
Those ossifrage and ospreys, those are in the ocelot family. Ocelot is like a little. It looks like a little owl. It's like a little. It might be big. I'm using for a little carelessly. It's like a bird of prey. It eats on carrion. It eats on things that are those birds that circle you when you're about to die. It's one of those things. It eats a vulture type bird. It's a bird of prey. It eats on scavenger bird. That's what osprey, ossifrage, and ocelot, owls, all those birds are.
if you notice and you pay attention, all the things that the Lord says that's clean to us, don't eat other animals. All the things that we're reading, the majority of them that are unclean, eat other animals.
Verse 14. And the vulture and the kite after his kind. Verse 15. Every raven after his kind. Verse 16. And the owl and the nighthawk and the cuckoo and the hawk after his kind.
So it's saying all of these particular birds and the same birds and their, I want to say species and genus, you know what I'm saying? The same birds that are like cousins to the family of birds. And none of the birds like it. Go ahead, continue.
Verse 17. And the little owl and the cormorant and the great owl. Verse 18. And the swan and the pelican and the gyre eagle.
So that's what I was talking about earlier. The swan is going to say in everything of its kind. You know what I'm saying? The swan, something of the same kind as the swan, is the duck. And you know what I'm saying? I used to eat duck in the world. And duck, they might eat fish every now and then. They eat insects. You know what I'm saying? They might eat some dirty stuff, but duck and chicken eat the same thing pretty much. But you're not supposed to eat duck. You can eat chicken. You know what I'm saying? So like the priest was saying, most of these animals are unclean but the resemblance of them being unclean is them eating other animals or filthy things. But sometimes the animal doesn't show that it eats filthy things like the duck, but you're not supposed to eat it. Sometimes it looks weird when you can eat something. Like a giraffe is cloven footed and parted of the hoof and cheweth the cud. But you wouldn't think that giraffe is lawful. Giraffe, I'm not saying go kill a giraffe and eat a giraffe. We bound by the laws of this nation. But if in the kingdom, if giraffe is on the plate, then that's lawful to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much what the Most High is. He's giving you the layout of the rules to follow as far as dietary. You know what I'm saying? Putting your own understanding on it is good, but I mean the bottom line is just remember what the Lord says, man. That's all I ask. Like finish 18. Finish 18. Oh yeah, that's back to you. Yeah. What we going to? I mean, you did 3. You did 3 sets. One to say do 2 more. You're supposed to read 49. You think you can do 2 more? I'll read for you. Need it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 19, in the Hebrew. YAHANNA.
What's that? You got
After the sky.
about my YAHANNA. You got it.
Verse 20. Call Sharatza. Verse 21.
Okay. Music was
21. Verse 22. La, I, Waya, Ha, Wa'af, Ha, Ra, Go, La, La, Wa'af, Ha, Ga, La, Waya, Aha. Verse 23. Call, Sharatsa, Ha, Iwa, Ashar, Awa, Why, Rabah, Rabal, Rabal, Shamatsa, Ha, Wa'ah, Akuna. Verse 24. Ba, Allah, Fa, Tama, Aw, Call, Ha, Nadai. That's that. Perfect. Fun. Ya, 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 Tama.
Yeah, to my
Ya, ya, Tama. I, I, Verse 25. Call, Ha, Nasha, Asha, Nawa, Thumb.
good. The reason that we say Asha'ah, because in Hebrew, all the words in the I anyway, right? So how you know you say in that last I, how it works. You said Hakashah, but that's the same as if that I wasn't in the end. Hakashah, you feel me? Because the end's like I. So that's why you gotta make it known that's I. That's the only instance where you don't really connect it. Like when it says Shapox, you don't say Shapata, you say Shapox. But the I is the only time where you have to pronunciate that last word, the last letter. So like,
Thumb.
Yakabas.
Yakabas. Yaw. Wata, Ma'a. I, Ha, Ira. Verse 26. Paul, Ha, Hama, Ashar, Ha, Ma'a, Ma, Ra, Saf, Ha, Rasa, Ashar, Sai, Ya, Na. I said that one.
Gotcha.
I said Ayana. Ya,
60th.
Kind.
What's the word?
The not. It divides the flame. Not.
But not I, Ayan, Ayan, not.
Na. Shasa, I. Wada, Ha. Ya, Na. Seven. What was that?
28 last
28. Verse 27. Call, I am. Call, I am. Why? Ta, okay. Ta, yum. Call, guy. Why, the fun. Sa, yep. It's like yata, ya, tama. Right. Ya, ya, tama. Ya, tama. I, ra. Verse 28. Waha, sha'a. Naba, lafum. Naba, lafum. Yaka, wasa. Wada, ya, yakabas. Wada, liyam. Wata, ma'a. I, ra. Slack. Ayam. Kama.
Y'all read the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 18, verse 19. It's like verse 19. And the stork, the heron, after her kind, and the lapwing, looks like in a lapwing, and the bat. Verse 20. All fowls that creep, going on all four, shall be an abomination unto you. If I could break that down.
Sure.
Fowls, you know what I'm saying? Think, oh, well, we got, let me go on to the next verse before I break it down.
If I may, real quick, we just heard about the bat, right? So when coronavirus came, well, it was a big thing. What they were saying it came from, the so-called Chinese man, eating bats and stuff, right? They eat bats and everything. That's just something they do. That's what they eat. The bat is an animal to them. Well, to us, the bat is not. The bat is not a food. The bat is unclean. Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Yeah, it's like
The kingdom, you know what I'm saying, the heathen man is gonna have to follow the laws of Israel. So you ain't gonna catch no heathen man eating the bat, even in the kingdom of heaven. Everybody gonna follow the laws of the Bible. Everybody gonna be under Christ. But now, you know what I'm saying, heathen man do what he pleases. But that don't mean we do as we please. We still are bound by the rules of these books. It's like, continue. Verse 21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that go. Okay, it's like I should have broke that down. So let me go back to 20 real quick. All fowls that creep, going on all four, shall be an abomination unto you. So fowls that creep, things that fly, that are creeping things are insects that fly. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about bugs right now, flying bugs. All of the bugs that creep, that going on all four, are an abomination unto you. So I think the breakdown on this I heard was, you know how some bugs use their hind legs to jump, like grasshoppers.
So if I think, but we're still talking about fowls, right? Still talking about birds, right?
Fowls, things that fly, talking about creeping things. So grasshoppers, they use their hind legs. But they don't creep on all four. They don't start flying. They jump on their hind legs and then fly a little bit with their wings. Grasshoppers are lawful. Anything that doesn't do it like that, if they use all four of it, if it just start flying from all four, like what's something that do that? Like
locusts, grasshoppers, crickets, things like that. Right?
Those are the good things. Locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets are tawab. I know it sounds weird because we don't eat bugs in this day and age, but back in the day, I'm saying a man sleeping on a rock outside all day, he can't afford no chickens. He can collect some grasshoppers and get the protein he needs. You know what I'm saying? But it was something I want to say roaches. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if roaches. There's something worms. I don't know if worms fly. Worms don't fly.
So it's flying insects.
Yeah.
Have distinct legs when they walk.
Right. But so one that he just read, grasshoppers, crickets, locusts, those are pretty much the ones that are tawab. Got to get into it now. Verse 21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. Okay, so that was it. Verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. Verse 23. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. I can't even think of some things that are abomination. You know what I'm saying? As far as, yeah, I want to say roaches, but I think I've seen a roach jump on his hind legs before. I don't know. Might have just been tripping out. But yeah, I mean spiders, I guess. What's I don't know, ladybugs? I can't think of it. But we know what it said is to why, you know what I'm saying? So let's just go with that. If you gotta eat a bug, only eat those bugs. Continue. Verse 24. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the even.
And then even right there, these unlawful or unclean animals, it says not to touch the carcass. So if these animals are not alive, you don't touch them. We know a dog is unclean to eat, right? But it's nothing wrong with touching a dog. We know snakes are unclean to eat, but there's nothing wrong with touching a snake. It becomes unclean when they are carcasses. Does that make sense?
Verse 25. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. Verse 26. The carcass of every beast which divideth the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean. Verse 27. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Whoso toucheth their carcass shall be unclean until the even. Verse 28. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you. If I could, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? We know if we touch a dead man body or a human body, we're unclean until even. Same as if we touch a dead body of an animal that's unclean for us to eat. Now, why is it like that? Because we shouldn't be butchering animals. We shouldn't be butchering dead animals that are unclean. You know what I'm saying? If you cutting up a lamb, you really getting food for yourself and your family. So you can bring that family to the congregation. You could I mean, not family. You can bring that food, that meat to the congregation, and you're not unclean. But if you cutting up a pig, I'm saying, who knows? You might have to cut up a pig for the oppressor. People do that in today's age. That you unclean because you're cutting up something that's unclean. If you don't touch the dead carcass of unclean beasts, don't touch the carcass of a man or human, or you're going to be unclean until even. Not supposed to be amongst the congregation.
Just to touch on what the brother, like this is, like we brought out last week, this is reading about how we quarantine, how we keep ourselves clean, and how we keep ourselves separated if we're unclean from one another. That's quarantine. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we keep ourselves clean amongst each other, or like I say, if we're unclean, not to make our brothers and sisters unclean as well. And
Right.
if you do it early in the day, then you ain't clean to the even. If it's even, then you ain't clean to the next even. All right?
Back to the Hebrew. Read to 36.
So 49. 49.
Oh, you read
10. 10 start chapter 10. And then 18, start out from 18, so that's 36. So 49 scriptures, right?
Yeah.
49 scriptures, this is the verse 36.
Okay, to be in the Hebrew, you're saying. Yeah, sir. Come on. Right. We back to the Hebrew now, right? Yeah. Oh, you don't got to read 38 to 36.
So 36.
No, you're going to go to 29.
Read
29.
29 to 36.
It says the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 29 in the Hebrew. Isupk, verse 30. How would you say that? Shabbat. Verse 31. Verse 32. Shar, Yah, Palah, Yapal, I.U.P.K, Yah, Tamaa, Makal, call me, I took out, Madai, out, I out, Shakwa, call me, Ashar, Yah, Aisha, Allah, come, Malakah, Malakah, Aham, Mayam, Yah, Ba'a, Wata, Ba'a, I, Tahar, verse 3, call me, Rash, Ashar, Yapal, Maham, Al, Thamar, Call, Ashar, Watha, Wakam, Yah, Tama'a, Wa, Atha, Fa, Shabbat, Rabba, verse 34, Makal, Ha, Akal, Ashar, Yah, Akal, Ashar, Yah, Wa'a, I.U.P.K, Ayam, Yah, Tama'a, Makal, Ma, Mashaqwa, Ashar, Yah, Yashana, Makal, Kali, Yah, Tama'a, verse 35, Makal, Ashar, Yah, Nawab, Atham, Ayam, Yamum, Yatuma, Fa, Nawar, Wa, Kala, Ya, Yum, Ya, Fa, Ya, Fa, Tasa, Ya, Fa, Tasa, Tama, Tama, Ayam, Ya, Yaha, Yuba, Akam, 36. That's the one. I, that was it. Stop it.
God, if I could, before we get into it, I just want to bring out okay, I can't get the biblical definition because I don't have a Zondervan or Bible dictionary, but the AI gave me what are fowl in the Bible. Because if you look up fowl, it's going to say birds of prey or birds that lay eggs like hens or roosters, not roosters, like birds that lay eggs. But in fowl in the Bible, this is what I'm about to read. In the Bible, fowl refers generally to any flying or winged animal, with specific Hebrew and Greek words used to denote collective terms for birds, birds of prey, or smaller birds. The term includes not only birds eat for food, but also those that feed on carrion, and in some interpretations, even flying insects. And it goes on to say some other stuff. That's that's why, you know what I'm saying, in the UPK we do our research. We use tools like biblical dictionaries and don't just lean on the understanding of what the white man teaches. You know what I'm saying? If we left it to that, then we wouldn't even know what we've been reading. That's all I ask. Like,
36. It says the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 29 in English. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind. Verse 30. And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. Verse 31. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them when they be dead shall be unclean until the evening. Verse 32. And upon whosoever any of them, when they are dead, doth fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood or raiment or skin or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the evening. So it shall be cleansed.
so real quick, if I could, sir, even items can be unclean till evening. You know what I'm saying? That if a woman is on her menstrual, she sits in a chair, low key, you know what I'm saying? I know sometimes people say that chair is too wide. Low key, that chair has to be washed and set somewhere else until sundown. That chair is unclean till even. And if a carcass of an unclean animal is put in a container, after that carcass is gone, that container has to be washed with water and then put somewhere else and unclean till even. And even items can be unclean. That's all I had. Just read that.
Continue.
Bubble shot.
Verse 33. And every earthen vessel whereunto any of them falleth whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Verse 34. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean, and all drink that may be drunk in every such vessel, shall be unclean. Verse 35. And everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges or pots, they shall be broken down, for they are unclean, and shall be unclean to you. Verse 36. Nevertheless, a fountain or pit wherein there is plenty of water shall be clean. But that which toucheth, toucheth their carcass shall be unclean.
All right, so we just completed that. And so what we read earlier, it said the Lord puts a difference between the holy and the unholy, the clean and the unclean. And this is the Lord breaking down what's clean to us, what's unclean to us, what's holy and what's not holy. And this is what separates us from every other nation. This is what makes us, what the Bible says, are above all nations. Because we are a holy people. We are a separate people. But the way that we show that we're holy is we follow the laws that were set forth by the Most High God. The instructions that the Most High gave to the children of Israel, that is what makes you better than everybody else. So when they saying, oh, everybody the same, oh, everybody bleeds red, oh, we're all human, we're all equal, there's never been equality. There's never been equality in the Bible. And amongst nations, there's never been equality. You think America is going to tell you that they're equal, with another nation? No, America is going to tell you they're better than every other nation. They're going to tell you they got the strongest military. They're going to tell you they got the best technology. They're going to tell you all these things because they're going to let you know what sets them apart from these other nations. Well, what sets the children of Israel apart is what's holy and what's unholy, what's clean and what's unclean. The Lord put a difference between those things. And the Lord did put a difference between the nation of Israel and every other nation. And that's why it's important that we study these scriptures every Sabbath, every day while we're at home. It's important because this is where you're going to learn what separates you from everybody else. This is where you're going to learn the laws that are set forth by the Most High God to you. And I guarantee you, when you read in this Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Apocrypha, I guarantee you, you will never read where the laws were ever done away with. You will never read where, because we have the New Testament, that the Old Testament is now irrelevant. You'll never read that in these Bibles. But your oppressor will tell you these things. Why? Because they don't want you going back into these scriptures and reading what's clean, reading what's not clean, reading what's holy, reading what's not holy, reading what you're supposed to do as a nation of people. They don't want you going in here and reading these things. Because now when you start to read these things and when you start to follow these things in the Bible, now that nation of people that's been unclean, now that nation of people who has been disobedient, now that nation of people who the Lord turned his back on, well, the Lord is going to start to be with them. His people are going to start to become a nation of holy people. This nation of people are going to start acting like they are supposed to be a nation of kings and priests. So that's why it is very, very imperative that we study this Bible. What does the scripture say? Study the Bible day and night. You want to know your history? Study this Bible, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You want to know what the Lord requires of you? Study this Bible. You want to know what makes you holy? Study this Bible. You want to know why you're better than every other nation on the face of the planet? Study this Bible. Scott, you got something? You got something? All right. That, say it, my turn.
Slide. You had questions? Oh. Shalom.
YAHANNA. Sword. Slide.
You him first, sir.
Yahbashim Yahshabrak Yah.
Yahabashim Yahushabrak Yah. Like it, I got you, brother. Militant position. Heel touching side. Right foot out, and hands at rest. And the knees, and the press. That's how I can rock, left, with your fifth from the Torah, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, yeah. Hold on, let's not. Hail, Yahweh, Most High, Hashem, Yahweh, Christ, Rock, yeah. That's it. That's it. That's what I said. What's that? Really, yeah. It's really just like the salute that we say, but you say Barak Yah instead of Barak Atah. Remember the salute? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barak Atah. When you bless in the Torah, say Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barak Yah.
I thought I heard similarity.
Yeah, damn right. Already. So now we're going to get to the prayers.
Sword. Say the Lord's Prayer.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malak Taba'ah. Tzedakah. Ayah. Aisha. Aratza. Kuwa. Ayah. Shemayim. The Thumlanaw. Lacham. Call. Gawam. Wasalak now. Kabwath now. Kasalak now. Wasi now. Wala'ah. Tabi'anawu. Banasayawan. Above. Awashai now. Ayan. Ra. Ayah. The cup. Amalakwa. Ba'ala. Atapara. Awalamium. Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sorry. All right, we're going to do a courtesy salute to the brothers of Israel. Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Yadin Matah, turn, face the sisters. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shema Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yadin Matah, dismiss.